Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Ola, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you just sent me an email. You're one of my online students right now. You're working very hard. You have been completing a lot of speaking practice tests I've been listening to, responding to. So you say, hey Michael, I have a big problem with grammar. I need your help with that. So if I correct this, you're having some problems with your punctuation here. I would probably put a connector here to avoid the comma splice. So then you can stop, put a period here. So I tried to okay, let's say, you said, I tried to figure out your grammar lessons, but I admit that I cannot understand how to deal with, and when you say it, you want to change that to them because you mean lessons, so. And maybe something like, such as adjective clauses, noun clauses. You want to say here are participles and so on. You say, Kainu, do you have audio or YouTube lessons that explain these lessons? Yes, I do. You say, can you provide me with such private lessons in the areas I have problems with? Please, would you provide a specific price for this service? I don't offer that. I apologize. I am a professor in the English department at California State University, San Bernardino. I also teach under the auspices of the College of Extended Learning. I simply don't have enough time in my day to do that, so I apologize, but I do not offer specific private lessons to help you with grammar. But I'm going to explain to you how you can use my course, so you definitely can do better. So to help answer your question, the first thing that you want to do here, Ola, you've probably done this, is you want to take the grammar diagnostic pretest. This will tell you what areas you need to review more in the grammar part of my course, especially with the lessons that go from grammar lesson number 1 all the way to grammar lesson number 24. The pretest is basically covering grammar lessons 1 through 24. So that's your first step. Your first step is to take the pretest and then start reviewing these videos, and not videos, but these lessons. So once you click on a lesson, what you can do, how do you use this? Some lessons have practice exercises and some don't. So the main thing here would be anything that you see new in a grammar lesson, what you want to do is maybe write it down in a grammar journal so you can review that later on. If you read the lesson, you understand everything in there, then don't worry about it. But that's probably your first step. Now to help answer your next question, you say, do you have any videos that go over? The answer is yes and no. For the first 24 grammar lessons I offer, I do not have any videos here. However, let me take a look at 25. Lesson 25 doesn't have any, it doesn't really have any videos or anything, but once you get to lesson 26, it does. As you will see here. This is a YouTube video here. So what you can do here is to click on the link here, watch the video, and I'll cover what you need to know there. Then once you're finished with that, after you do the sentence variety, you can do lesson 26.2, which is sentence variety exercises. So once you get to 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 and so on, there are some videos in there to give you some instruction on those specific lessons. Now, another very important lesson that you want to work on is called lesson number 32. This is writing, grammar, and research exercises. So you click on the link. It will take you to a website here called A Writer's Reference by Diana Hacker. And you want to click on the grammar exercises now. It'll ask you for an email address and a password. You can just skip that. Put cancel. And then you can start practicing exercises with sentence style, word choice, grammatical sentences, ESL challenges, punctuation mechanics, and basic grammar. Again, I do recommend that you keep a grammar journal. When you come across new grammar structures you're not familiar with, you can write some of those example sentences in your journal. And that will help you to actively involve yourself in the process. So those are some things you can do. Now, as you're doing all of this grammar study, you also want to keep posting. You're working very hard here. Keep posting your speaking and pronunciation writing practice tests at my website. And I will be more than happy, as I do now. I will listen to, I will comment, and I will give you scores on the speaking practice tests that you submit. And I will pay particular attention to the grammar. So if I notice or point out a problem you're having in one of your independent speaking responses, maybe I tell you you have some problems with word choice. I might say you have a problem with parallel structure. I might say you have some problem with subject-verb agreement. Again, you want to write down these grammar issues. Put those into your grammar journal. And this is very, very important because you can pay attention to the kinds of mistakes that you're making. You see what I mean? Now, there is one other thing I do. It's not cheap. It's actually pretty expensive, and I'm not saying you have to do this, but I do have a service where I will read and correct all of the writing practice tests that you submit. Hola, I will do that. And you can find out about that if you go to the writing part of my course. Let's go back for just a minute. Okay, let's go back to my website here. Hold on a minute. Okay, now I want to go to the writing area. Right now I was showing you some of the grammar lessons. So again, to answer your question, there are some videos that do help you understand a lot of the grammar I'm teaching there, and some of the lessons are not video. And I pointed out that grammar lesson 32 is very important for you, especially completing those grammar exercises. All right, let's go to writing. Now, you can also learn about my error correction service if you want to take advantage of that, but do not pay me a lot of money. Just one writing practice test at a time. So you can find out about the error correcting service for your independent and integrated writing tasks by clicking here. And that's also can be useful because as you complete your writing practice test and I rewrite your essays to show you how to score 30 out of 30, again, you can continually keep a grammar journal and you start writing in the journal some of the writing mistakes that you're having problems with. So you can become more familiar with those, and you can understand how to correct or repair those sentences that are having problems, and step by step you can definitely get better. Alright, so let's go back to your question. So I think in this particular video I've given you some more information about the grammar section of my course. I answered your question about the private lessons. No, I do not provide private lessons. I do have, however, an error correction service I use, or you can use, for my independent and integrated writing practice test. Remember, you're already doing a great job with the speaking and pronunciation, and I'm helping you on a daily basis with that anyway, right? So, and that's pretty much it. Alright, Ola? So if you have any other questions, anything I've not answered, you can send me back in the next email. Let me know more questions you have, and I will try to answer them as quickly as I can. Now today, is December 30, 2014. In just a couple of days, we have the brand new year 2015. So Ola, I want to wish you and your family a happy new year for 2014. I'm glad to have you as a student. You're working very hard. Keep up the good work. All right?